June the 29th, 2022. We have a lot to talk about. But if this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and hopefully YouTube will notify you. So we haven't been on in a couple of days, so we got a lot of news to catch up on. But the title of our broadcast is, let me even read the title. You just have a few months left to prepare before all hell breaks loose. Turkey betrays Russia. So the reason I put that title on is because what I'm saying is true, folks. We have been talking about the perfect storm on our channel for a couple of weeks now. The perfect storm is forming in America and around the world, and it will affect everyone on the planet. And what you have been seeing the latest couple days in the news, they just had their NATO meeting. I think it's concluded now, but Turkey betrayed Russia. Turkey was holding up the ascension of Finland and Sweden to join NATO, and now it looks like that Turkey is taking away its veto and will allow Sweden and Finland to join, and that's what NATO has always wanted. This will be the complete encirclement of Russia, and this will allow NATO to put more missiles on another 1,000 miles of Russian territory, right next to St. Petersburg or Leningrad, whatever you want to call it. So all of these things are seismic events that are affecting the earth. And I'm going to read you, folks. You know, we just don't come on and put a title on to get people to watch. We give you the title because these things are actually happening on the earth, and we document everything that we discuss. I just don't come up with a title and pull things out of thin air to scare people, folks. We're going to document everything that we are telling you. Seismic events are happening on the earth. Russia and China are launching a new petro, yuan, and ruble. BRICS is accepting new members. Right now, they're going to have close to 50% of the population under the BRICS agreement. So let's go ahead and get started with some of this news. So I want to bring you up to date and show you that China and Russia are on the verge of trying to dethrone the American dollar. And this is what it's all about, folks. What you're looking at on your screen right now, this is the leaders of Russia, China, and Iran. Now, Iran is making a bid to join BRICS, which will bring in another 80 million or so people into the BRICS agreement. Seismic changes in the world system request for Iran and Argentina to join the BRICS. Huge problem for Israel and the West. So, folks, this is breaking news that is coming in right now. The world is changing, and Russia and China is setting up an alternative system to the American dollar. And what is that going to mean for you and me? Well, if this is successful, that means that countries around the world will not have to have American dollars or very many American dollars in their financial reserves. Right now, every nation upon the earth, they have to have a certain amount of dollars in their national currency reserves because everything is traded in the petrodollar. The world system right now, the world's reserve currency is mainly the US dollar. So what China and Russia is doing right now is setting up an alternative to the petrodollar. And we're already starting to see the effects right now in the United States of America. So Joe Biden has a problem right now because he thought that he could destroy Russia with these economic sanctions. That's not happening. These sanctions are backfiring on NATO and the United States. And what you are seeing in America that has started about 8 or 9 months ago is inflation in America is going through the roof. Why is inflation going through the roof? One reason is because this alternative system that China and Russia and the rest of the BRICS countries are setting up. As this system gets moving, more and more countries are going to switch over to Russia and China's financial system and dump the US dollar. What does that mean? When they start dumping the dollar, that means that your dollar is worth less and less and less until it is worthless. That means everything that you pay for is going to cost you more money because the American dollar has been devalued, because the world's countries, they don't have to carry the dollar anymore, folks, because they can carry the Russian ruble now. They can carry the Chinese yuan, which will be the two main currencies of BRICS. So this is already happening. This has been happening. We have been reporting on this for over a year, that Russia and China is setting up a completely new financial system, bypassing the SWIFT financial system. And as more countries join the BRICS and their organization, less and less countries have to carry the American dollar, and they're going to be dumping those dollars on the world's scene, which devalues our currency. So Joe Biden, he can blame Russia all he wants, that this inflation problem is because of Russia. Yes, that is true to a certain extent, but the real reason is that the world now is switching over to another financial system. And the reason they did that is because the SWIFT financial system and the sanctions that we put on Russia is not having an effect. You see, if there's another alternative financial system, the dollar sanctions don't hurt countries. And all the countries of the world have seen now what we did and what Europe and what NATO did to Russia. If they don't do what we want, then we sanction them. We will take them out of SWIFT. We will put all these dollar-based sanctions on their country and destroy their country. Now, if they join another financial system and use the Chinese yuan or the Russian ruble, then this won't affect them, folks. And that's why President Vladimir Putin is sitting in Moscow, Russia right now, laughing at Joe Biden, laughing at our administration and NATO, because the sanctions, on the most part, have not really affected Russia. They have backfired. There is record inflation now in America. There is record inflation now in Europe, all because of these sanctions that NATO and the United States put on Russia, thinking that they would cripple their economy, destroy their finances, and it has backfired. Russia now is making more money than they ever have because of these sanctions. So, like I said, this is backfiring. And let's go ahead and read this article. But this is being set up, folks. There's two new world orders. The one that we have been used to is the Western version. This is run by London, Washington, D.C., New York City, and the Western countries. This is the SWIFT financial system. The International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, is run by one part of the New World Order. Now, the other New World Order being set up is going to be run by Russia and China under the BRICS umbrella. And all of our enemies across the world, listen to me, all of our enemies across the world, all of these countries that do not like us and are tired of the United States of America twisting their arms and blackmailing them to do what we want, they're going to join Russia and China and BRICS. So they're going to switch, because now there will be an alternative financial banking system, which once they get integrated into this system, American sanctions won't mean a thing, because now there will be a new financial system for them to operate within, doing all of their business and transactions. That is why you're going to see massive hyperinflation in America. And we're already seeing this right now in the grocery store.
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah of hosts, is wisdom no more of Taman? Is counsel perished from the Pradek? Is their wisdom vanished? I always give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak with doctrine and spirit, to this lesson. I always give double honors to the apostle, great mills for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. And I bring out the scriptures because their wisdom, Esau, Edom wisdom, has vanished. It obviously has. They believe that putting sanctions upon Russia and China during this era, think that it's going to affect them, but it's not. It's affecting America the most. Okay, how it's affecting America? Because it's making everything go up, making all the prices go up. It's making hyperinflation. Okay, it's only attacking them old selves. Okay, and they're too prideful to see that happening. They believe that they're doing something, but they're not. They're hurting themselves. Okay, that's why it says Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, and it had deceived the Esau Edom. They believe that since they're powerful, nothing could stop them. But these sanctions that they're putting out is literally stabbing them back. Though that, okay, continue on. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in the heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's what they think. But they're going to have a rude awakening. Yahweh Shai is going to bring Esau Edom down. And who is Esau Edom according to the biblical prophecy? The white man. That is Esau Edom. Esau Edom is the white man. Yahweh Shai is about to bring you down. Your whole Babylon the Great kingdom down. Okay? Going back to Jeremiah chapter 49, going to verse 8. Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitant of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. Okay? So Yahweh Shai will destroy this place. Destroy everything that Esau Edom created. Okay? And this is just the beginning. Taking away his wisdom so he could make stupid mistakes. All nations turn back against him. Famine, pestilence. Okay. That's why it says 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 49. I'll send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, pestilence, to waste thy house with destruction and death. Okay, so that's what Yahweh Shai wants. He wants to destroy this place. He wants this place to be no more. Okay, and you can see that happening right now. Through the video I just provided for you, you see that happening. All right, and all you people out there that want to be partying and drinking all the time, eating so much, just know a famine is about to hit us. A famine is about to hit us, and most of y'all are finna die, according to prophecy. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 22. For many of them that dwellers upon earth shall perish of a famine. Okay, and if you escape the famine, there's something for you too. And the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay, so if you escape the famine, there's something else gonna attack you. It's gonna keep on happening. So you're not safe in these end times. For you Jake that don't want to listen. Okay, it's not gonna be safe for you. It's going to destroy you. All right, and Esau Edom kingdom is definitely gonna be destroyed. Esau Edom is the devil, so they definitely gonna be destroyed. Each and every last one of them is gonna die. Okay, Revelation chapter 18 verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, in the hold of every foul spirit, in the cage of every unclean and hateful birds. Okay, so this place is about to be a desolate place, a place where no human life gonna be living here anymore, because everybody's gonna be murked in those end times. The elect's gonna be saved. Esau Edom is gonna be these white devils, these Esau Edom's gonna be dying. Okay, In those end times, Babylon the Great is going to be desolate. It's going to be hit by many nukes, many missiles, many weapons. Okay? So this is being for real. Prepare yourself. Repent, you jakes. Because everything about to go down. But that's how I want to get into today. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwatach for your spirit to this lesson. I want to give double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.